Cutie Foodies, is the one and only Sweet Pea here, and today we are going to learn how to make our very own Popeyes Chicken Sandwich. Yes, it is the coveted Popeyes Chicken Sandwich that comes in classic or spicy. I have the spicy here in a combo, and since they came back November 1st, everybody has been buying these out like they were McDonald's hotcakes. So I'm going to show you how to make your very own. So unfortunately for you guys, most of this video you're going to see my bosom. Oh, let me fix that. You big booby girls, you know what's up. You're going to see my bosom and my torso, but you'll get what's going on. So for the Popeyes chicken sandwich, the spicy one, we will need boneless chicken thighs, seasonings of your choice. I like garlic powder, Italian seasoning, and I'm dropping pepper, and we have some kosher salt. For our spicy sauce, you will need a container of sriracha and some good old classic mayonnaise. And obviously for frying, you need some flour. You can get yourself some good all-purpose. I rather use a different brand, but this is what I can get today, so get what you can afford. Don't try to be so expensive. And then some cooking oil. This is canola here, but you can also use vegetable or peanut oil, whatever oil it is that you choose to use for frying. And let's not forget our hamburger pickles. And in our large mixing bowl, don't forget to get this. We're going to dump in our chicken. So I'm just going to open this up. And my hands are clean, so don't be triggered. I'm making this for myself and my family, so you're going to be all right. So just take your chicken thighs, boneless chicken thighs, and just add them to your bowl. Oh, these are cut pretty good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 should be enough for us. I'll keep it with the 7. So the rest I'm going to put away. Alrighty, so now that our chicken is all, the other part is all to the side, we're going to take some kosher salt here. And you can use iodized salt, regular table salt if you like. You can use sea salt. It's all for preference. I have this big ass container, so that's what I'm going to use. And you really don't need much of this because it's coarse salt. But I just want to make sure every piece is coated and coated very nicely. We don't want no bland ass chicken, now do we? So then we're going to come in with our Italian seasoning. I'm just going to sprinkle this all on top. Again, like I said, use the seasonings of your choice. I prefer to use these. And our garlic powder. I was about to say pepper, because I actually have some of that. And I like to use a lot of this, as you can see. And then a little pepper. Come out. There we go. And we're going to take some of our oil. Some of our oil, I actually have one already. And just sprinkle some on top of the chicken. And we're going to mix this well. I have one more little ingredient that I want to add. I wasn't going to add it, but I changed my mind. Because it's sitting on the table and it's stirring at me. And as if it were red hot, I put that ish on everything. Actually, you know what? Nah, I'm gonna change my mind. I use that for the next video. So you just want to make sure it's nicely coated. Every side has some type of seasoning on it. Don't you make your man or your woman no bland ass chicken. Nobody want that. Huh? And we are going to let this sit. This is fresh chicken straight from the butcher. It's really cold, so I'm gonna let this catch room temperature and marinate for the next about 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll come back to fry it up, and I'm going to show you the last finishing touches that we're going to put on it, which is basically the bread. So we're going to cover this up, and I'll see you guys back in a jiff. Alrighty, cutie foodies, we're back. This is our marinated chicken. It smells freaking awesome. So we have some cornstarch here, a little egg mixture, and then some flour, and then we're just gonna leave that there, the breaded chicken, while we're waiting for our oil to heat up. So just take one of your thighs, dip it in some cornstarch, and you can actually fry it in cornstarch if you want. It's totally your prerogative. A little egg dip. And hit it in that flour. And don't be like me, wear gloves, because if you don't, your hands gonna get thick with flour. I'm gonna just let you know that right now. Shake off the excess and just let that hang out. So again, cornstarch, and if you want to leave this out altogether, you can as well. Quite honestly, you could just take a bag with some flour in it, shake that thing on up in there, the meat, and go on and fry it. But I'm choosing to do it this way. That's that southern style fried chicken like that. So I'll see you guys back. Oh, you can't see my chicken. This is what it's looking like. Or can you? Not really, but I'll be back once everything is breaded and we're ready to put it in the oil. So I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I took my own advice after the fact. Left the eggs to the side. These are the two that I did with the dipping, and then this is what I did when I shook it in the bag. So you can tell the difference. Obviously these are gonna have like little crispy crackles on it. I'm going to actually add those to the bag to add the rest of the flour, and then we're gonna get to frying because our oil is hot now. Alright, so our oil should be hot. We got our chicken right here, and then our little paper towel stuff back there to drench the oil. So here we go. Oh yeah. And the two that I'm putting on now, these are the ones that were in the egg mixture. So I'm gonna let this fry up, and we'll be back once we're almost done frying the chicken, that is. Alright, so you want to make sure your chicken is a golden brown on all sides, crispity crunchity. You're gonna lay that thing right there. You hear that sizzle? Okay. We're gonna go in with some more chickens. And I'm gonna catch y'all back here when it's time to assemble the sandwich. Now I got my oven on low heat. So once this has dried some, you're gonna put that in the oven along with the bread. I know I ain't told y'all what type of bread I'm using yet, but I will when I come back. As you can see, it's not much difference, if any difference at all, between the double breaded with the egg and the not double breaded with just the cornstarch and the flour. It's just that this may have more crunch since it has a little bit more breading. But we're gonna pop this in the oven so it stays hot. We have our last 2 pieces heating up, or cooking rather. And while we're waiting for that, we have our special spicy sauce. Don't worry about what's going on over here. We're gonna use some sriracha and some mayonnaise. And you can do equal parts if you like. It all depends on how hot you want it. So I'm just gonna use about that much, 2 teaspoons, 2 heaping teaspoons. And this is a fresh bottle of sriracha. So I'll take this off if I can get it off. I'm using my damn teeth, something. All my nails breaking off. So I ain't got that to use. That's alright, they were all mine. They'll grow back. And I'm going to plop in about that much. That much. Don't tell nobody. This stuff smells so good. Just mix it. Mixy mix. Without splashing it on your face like I just did. And all over my hands and clothes. And I want to put a little bit more sriracha. And that's the color I was looking for. So there you go, spicy mayo sauce. And I'll bring you guys back when it's time to assemble. Alrighty, cutie foodies, it is time to assemble. We have our spicy mayo. We have our chicken thighs fried to perfection. Our hamburger pickles that I may or may not have been tasting while I was waiting. And the star of the show that my sister moved and I'm going to stab her are King's Hawaiian hamburger sweet rolls. So, oh, my nephew don't want spicy mayo. Well, let's just do a spicy one and then we'll do an original. So we put some spicy mayo, right? And then we get the chicken, little chicken. Then we get the top bun and add more spicy mayo, right there. And then you get your 2 pickles. And bam, you got yourself a homemade Popeyes chicken sandwich. So let's do our original for my nephew. Let me just go, here go my daggone knife right here. So we're just gonna take some mayo. And he may want to spruce this up. I don't really eat mayo alone or at all unless it's in something like how I just did the spicy mayo. I'll put the mayo on top. Sorry about my arm, but I ain't no Laura Vitale. I ain't no Rachel Ray. I just sweet pea. Put our pickles on there. And then we have our chicken. Let me lift this up because you guys can't see it. And boom. This is the classic Popeyes chicken sandwich. So, let me move my stuff out of the way so I can get to y'all eye level. Make sure y'all stay tuned because I actually have a spicy Popeyes chicken sandwich that I'm going to test between the flavors of mine and that, and see what's the big hype. I mean, I've already had the Popeyes sandwich. I know how my chicken tastes. So let's see how it tastes as a Popeyes sandwich. So thank you guys for tuning in with me. If you have any topic or food suggestions or cooking suggestions, send it to itsweetpea87@gmail.com. Linked in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe to me on Rumble and subscribe here if you haven't already. Like this video, share this video, comment, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried this recipe at home yourself. And make sure you press one of these buttons around here, and I will catch you guys in the one when I'm eating my spicy chicken sandwich versus the original Popeyes chicken sandwich without my mom dying in the background. Probably a thirst. Peace.